weak against shock. Get inside until it's safe.
Don't have to tell me twice.
This ain't a place for a
Be
social
welcome,
call,
Outlander.
Nora. Things are tough out here.
Tracks. Maybe Aaron's and the Vanguards. Guess bristlebacks are everywhere. Shoot me if it doesn't have a power cell. Exploring cauldrons might teach me how to override these things. Sounds like someone's putting up a fight.
Another one down!
Now this is what I was forged for. No ledgers to build. No boring mid-afternoon patrols. Just a hammer. Just the fight. Aloy?
Erend!
Stay where you are. I'll handle the rest.
Shotgun would come in handy. Those bristlebacks have acid canisters on their backs. It should trigger a chain reaction if I hit them with acid arrows.
Turn it into scrap, Aloy. Good. Oh, that one hurt. Definitely did not expect this to happen today. Caught me at my best, as usual.
Well, you did the hard part. I just took care of the stragglers. How bad is it?
Who needs ribs, huh? Oh. I'm good. Huh. Okay, well, I know you didn't come all the way to the Daunt just to watch me get wrecked. So what's the story?
I need the embassy to happen, so I can head west. Erend, what I did at the Spire... what we did... it didn't end the threat. It just slowed it down. There's still more to do.
Really? Well, that's great. I mean, yeah, not the threat's not over part. That's not so great. But hey, whatever you're up against, your spear, my hammer, just like old times.
Erend, I need the embassy now. I can't wait for you to heal.
Couple of days rest, if that.
Actually, even if you weren't hurt, what I have to do, it's better if I do it alone.
Alone? Now that figures.
Erend! I hate to interrupt the romance, but I'm pretty banged up here.
Don't blow your blaze, I'm coming. Oh, this just keeps getting better. Huh. Listen, I'll go to Barren Light, get patched up. If you want this embassy to happen, we're gonna need this Sun Priest, Studius Wadis.
Oh, I know him. I'll clear the Valley of Bristlebacks, then send Wadis to Barren Light. I'll catch up with you there.
Well, I guess that's sort of like a goodbye.
I'm sorry?
You? Sorry? Ugh. Yeah, that'd be a first.
Where is this coming from?
Hey, just, forget it, yeah. Ugh, it's nothing.
It sounds like something.
All right, fine. Now, after the battle at the Spire, you took off. You left without so much as a handshake. I mean, people like me, we fought and bled at your side, Aloy. You just disappear? What kind of person does that?
Erend, look. I'm sorry it wasn't easy for you when I left. And I know it's not easy now, but... what I've been doing... life on Earth is in danger. And only I can save it.
Your life on Earth?
Yeah. Everything dies unless I succeed.
Well, then let me help. Oh,
You can't. There's no machine to fight, no bad guy to kill. What I've got to do, I can't even explain it. Not even to people I care about.
oh, so much for being useful. Okay,
Erend! By the Forge.
I guess that's my cue.
Maybe I should go with you to Barren Light.
No, hey, you're needed elsewhere. Obviously. We'll make it without you. I said we're good, Aloy.
sound good.
You'll have to handle that one on your own. We'll only slow you down. You'll be fine.
An image from the old world. Looks like some kind of building in front of sheer cliffs. The image is incomplete. But maybe if I line it up exactly with where it was taken, my focus can fill in the rest. This doesn't look right. Better try another spot. Looks like the building in the image might have been near a river. Maybe there used to be a bridge nearby? I think I'm out of range at the vista point. I gotta try again. Could look around with my focus, try to match the vista point image. There's the quarry Thurles mentioned. Okay, let's try this again. That building looks like it's in front of some sheer cliffs. If only these machines are made, I might know how to repair this. One less machine. Another one down. Incoming. One less machine. Another one down. There. Quarry's safe.
Stranger, come on over here. We gotta talk. Over here, girl. I want to thank you.
It looks like the building in the image might have been near a river. Maybe there used to be a bridge nearby? I lost the vista point image. Gotta stay in the right area and try again. Refreshing, I guess. Okay, let's try this again. That building looks like it's in front of some sheer cliffs. Ruins of a bridge. Maybe it's the same one from the image. I could try to line it up around here.
That did it.
Completing the image unlocked a data file. It looks like these Vista points were made by... Miriam Technologies. That was Elizabeth's company. I wonder if I can find more of them out in the wild.
I don't know what Honora's doing out here, but consider yourself owed. We tried to hold off and wait for the Vanguard, but one of them bristlebacks charged us. Next thing you know was a full-fledged fracas.
Is everyone okay?
We lost some good people, but we would have lost the whole quarry without you.
Well, at least it's quiet now.
Your ears ought to be ringing with a quarry at work, but Chainscrape's whistle ain't blowing, so we're stuck picking up the pieces.
I need to get going. Stay safe.
Thanks to you, that might actually be possible today.
I think I've cleared out most of the bristlebacks. Chainscrape can get back to work now. I'll go... Give Ulvund the good news. Voorhis too. Then maybe this embassy can finally happen. Get Ulvund to blow the whistle, then Voorhis to Baronlight.
Shards. Why else would one leave the glory of Maze?
Still here, I see.
I cleared out all the bristlebacks.
Oh, you did?
Now that you've recovered from your shock, time to blow the whistle.
Oh, there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to confirm the kills. Make sure the valley is safe again. It shouldn't take more than a day. Or two.
No. You blow the whistle now.
These are innocent Osram lives we're talking about here. Surely the delay...
Either you do it now, or I will.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, gather round. The savior of Meridian has done it again.
What?
The bristlebacks are defeated. You.
What?
Sound the whistle. Chainscrape is open for business.
Terrific. Yay.
And Ulvund has agreed to personally pay every worker their lost wages.
Yeah!
That's more like it!
Yeah!
Woo!
Ha-ha!
Yeah! Yeah!
Don't you have an embassy to get to?
Yeah, I guess I do. Well, the Chainscrape's back to work. Merchants should be open to trade. I should see if they have anything useful before I send Voorhis off to Baronlight.
Ulvund must be
brought out only the good stuff for you, Red. Seeing as you got that whistle blowing.
Hey, I've been waiting to get my lucky hammer fixed for days.
You haven't done anything useful like getting rid of any bristlebacks, though, have you? Take your time. I promise you won't be disappointed. Come back anytime.
Now can I get this fixed?
I can fix your tools. Afraid there's no fixing you.
Don't make me go drag both your ears off. Well, that depends on what you need a measuring stick for.
When do you think you can fix this lucky hammer of mine?
Shop just opened up, and I've got a backlog of orders, so wouldn't hold my breath.
I've heard of your adventures. My armor can help.
Might as well join it.
You got a face like a thundercloud. Pretty sure you still owe me 10 sharp. I know you think... Walk it off, huh?
Why'd I sit down for a game? Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original, straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too. All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick a second machine. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece close enough. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the two machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that? Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean. That's about it for your turn, then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there, and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those, and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes, that can be a good thing. Overcharge your machine to attack mine a second. Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner! That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or 2.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. I know I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter, and knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference. Terrain mainly affects your machine's As you know, when fighting you compare its combat. The higher your machine's combat power, so finding the right terrain is an essential Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines. Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. Combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's also standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those together, and my machine is standing on grassland terrain. It's also not attacking, which means, so my combat power, this means your machine, go ahead and test it out. There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain doesn't just improve, it can also help defend. Grab your other piece and place it in front of. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack. It's standing on grassland terrain. This terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's combat power adds up. My machine can't use their attack powers since they're defending their position. But they have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth. This means my combat power adds. Now, the front of my machine, this means that the spot you're about to attack has armor, which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it. If we compare the combat power of, you'll see that you won't be able to do. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent's, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what. See? When you break a machine's defenses, you can. Sure, both our machines will receive 1, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage. And if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage. That's why breaking a machine's to deal damage to several pieces. Useful, right? Okay, now there's still one more thing I want to show you. All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are 2 other terrains. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be, but it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat. It'll also keep your machine from moving. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your. See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not. Well, I think that's enough yammering for me for now. Promise it'll all. Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about the pieces we used to play? In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth a certain, and you can spend up to 10 assembling. Knowing what each machine brings, building an army that matches is the key to. When assembling your army, there are first and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine. With that in mind, most players how far they can move or how much attack, but a real strike player will be looking at a machine. Let's take a quick look, shall we? Pick up that machine. All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks. In other words, it's machine. If you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type. You can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee type machine attacks the first enemy within range, and no one else. We've seen this plenty of times, so just move that piece forward so I can show you some more stuff. Great, now grab your other machine. Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner-type machine here. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and so we can take a look at the rest. Let's go. This is a ram-type machine. Attack an enemy with it, and it'll push the piece like this. See, now my machine has taken over your. This is a great way to your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to. now this is a beauty of a piece. A dashed, when it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range, every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you take a good look at the board before you send. You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you. Look, it even rotated your piece, a nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your notes, there's quite a few of those, and we haven't, but I'm pretty sure you've got more important things. It's got all the tips and tricks. I think that about does it for now, so if you want to play a... Let's do this! Your move, Red. My turn. You're up, Red. I'm up. Board's all yours. Ah, not that easy to get through my machine's armor, is it? Time to get serious. Oh, only one machine left. Ah, off the board it goes. Time to make my move. I won! Oh, but I'll play you again if you want. Good luck. Okay, let's see. Your turn. Just one piece left. That sure dampens the forge. That's it for me. Now that was a game, even if I lost. Here we go. That's it for me. Time to get serious. You're up, Red. Hey! Oh, that was the perfect spot. My turn. One less piece on the board. Knocked right off the board. Time to make my move. Oh, guess you're done, huh? Let's play. Your turn. Okay, let's see. Board's all yours. Time to get serious. Your move, Red. Time to make my move. Your move, Red. That was brutal. Okay, let's see. Board's all yours. You are on a roll. Feeling daring, are we? Well, that's done now. A single machine left? That ain't good. I'm up. Your turn. You got me. Fair and square. This is gonna be fun. My turn. That's it for me. Oh, seriously? Okay, let's see. Sometimes I surprise even myself. Ah, off the board it goes. My turn. One less piece on the board. Time to make my move. Knocked right off the board. Well, that's done now. That was brutal. You're up, Red. I'm up. That's it for me. Yikes! I'd better step up my game. One less piece on the board. Time to get serious. That was brutal. Time to make my move. Well, that's done now. Okay, let's see. Guess luck's not on your side today, Red. Here we go. I'm up. Your move, Red. That was a surprise. Off the board it goes. My turn. Knocked right off the board. Off the board it goes. Time to get serious. That was brutal. Well, that's done now. I'm up. One less piece on the board. Knocked right off the board. Time to make my move. You're up, Red. Just one piece left. You got me down to one. Oh, I thought I had that one. Let's do this! Your turn. Okay, let's see. Board's all yours. I was hoping you wouldn't do that. My turn. Knocked right off the board. Well, that's done now. That was brutal. Time to get serious. Your turn. I like that piece where it was. One less piece on the board. Ah, off the board it goes. My turn. That's the game. You up for a rematch? Let's play. Board's all yours. Time to make my move. Knocked right off the board. Time to get serious. Yes! Indigit here? Okay. This is gonna be fun. I'm up. That's it for me. Oh, seriously? Okay, let's see. Ah, off the board it goes. That was brutal. One less piece on the board. Time to make my move. Well, that's done now. My turn. You're up, Red. Well, that's done now. Time to get serious. Your move, Red. Well, spark my forge. You have beaten me on every one of my boards. Now that deserves a prize, I say. I'll see you later, Aloy.
To the claim!
Knew you couldn't resist.
The way to Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errant vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When
says...
I've cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay?
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Light, buddies. Like Aloy said, Captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway. If I can get through it, I'll be able to track down Sylens. Hades. Maybe even a Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight for Barren Light. Or poke around the Daunt some more. First. And maybe take Petra up on that drink.
You're just gonna stand there?
Can't go to work with a broken hand.